Hello guys, this is Nikki, also known as Spaces Trader, and you're watching the January 8, 2021 Global Market Update. It's a Friday, and let me be the first to share to you that this Friday we've got a free Friday class. And so we want to share to you guys this special day wherein you can start your 2021 Awesome 10X, a guide to Awesome 10X Global Investing for beginners. Just register to Awesome 10X here at bit.ly Awesome 10X Inner Circle. Take note that you could register and actually be a part of our inner circle for only 15,800 pesos. You can actually avail a discount of 21% this year, 2021, such that we could actually help guide you, construct your portfolios, wherein you could get 24/7 live assisted trading guidance, global stock markets, both in the Philippines and US, but primarily USA, direct access to me and to Anton, who will help you for your newbie sessions. And of course, we've got recorded classes so that you can watch it any time of the day that you want. An exclusive Slack channel for our awesome 10x picks, wherein you can just cheat your way and just copy our ideas. And most of our we call them zombie because they just copy our ideas. Those who copy our ideas are actually up a lot for their 2020. The Awesome 10X testimonials will share to you their experiences, and you can actually check it out yourself here at awesome10x.com. Please go to www.awesome10x.com. If you're interested to avail of our 2021 21% discount, go to sign up sheet here for Awesome 10X Inner Circle. You can get an annual rate of 15,800 pesos. It's a 21% Happy New Year discount. You can pay us through our PayPal, but you can also pay us through any of our bank services here. You can pay through credit card, could pay us through the BPI bank deposit, GCash, or PayMaya, and email your deposit slips to Rach Diaz and email it to awesome10xofficial@gmail.com. Okay, so all of those details are already there for you. What exactly should be your goal this 2021? Do you want a cheat sheet trading plan for Awesome 10X investing? Do you want newbie Q&A coaching call to start your Awesome 10X journey? And you want to be inspired by all the peers alongside you on this global 10X investing journey? I hope that you actually choose the right course for your 2021, and we'll be happy to assist you on your journey. Now, let's begin with some news today. There's a lot of special purpose acquisition companies, and one of the companies that actually is planning to list via SPAC is a crypto exchange Bakkt, nearing a merger with Victory Park SPAC. Let's actually read that exact news for you. This is VPC Impact Acquisition Holdings. This is actually VIHA. The warrants were actually exploding 300% higher after hours. Let's read that for you. As you well know, the market in the US and globally is sharing validation, not just simply for Bitcoin, but actually for the Bitcoin miners, for Ethereum, and for all of these specific exchanges that are actually benefiting from that demand. So you could see that Bakkt is a cryptocurrency platform owned by ICE. This is International Intercontinental Exchange. They're in advanced talks for a merger with VPC Impact Acquisition, and this transaction is probably going to value the company at more than $2 billion. Take note that Coinbase is listing via IPO, and Coinbase is actually similar to something like a Square. It's also like a digital wallet that allows you to purchase your cryptos. Right now, Americans are able to purchase it through Coinbase, through Square, through PayPal. Of course, the non-US are purchasing it through Binance. It's not listed. Binance is listed only in their own cryptocurrency exchange. And so Bakkt is a platform that is also another crypto platform that is actually listing in the market via a SPAC, or a special purpose acquisition company. Bakkt has raised $300 million in capital from other investors, acquired Bridge to Solution, is a provider to loyalty programs, launching a fully regulated Bitcoin futures and option market. So if you're aware of the Chicago Board Options Exchange, CBOE, I'm going to show to you what CBOE and ICT are. So CBOE is the commodity, right? So a commodity exchange. So technically speaking, what it just tells you is that Wall Street is allowing institutions to invest or trade or speculate, whatever you want to call it, to these crypto assets. So if you are an exchange, how do you make money? Through commissions. So this is your CBOE, Chicago Boards of Exchange, when it comes to commodities. And so this VIH, VIH's VPC Impact acquisition, this exchange is 10.4. I think when the news was out, I'm not sure if it's already trading after hours at about 11 or 12, but do keep an eye on this name because there will be people interested to get in on a potential SPAC that is a crypto exchange platform. Okay, that is a news for you. The other news that I want to share, of course, is that Hyundai Apple cars. So Hyundai is actually already the announced supplier. Hyundai confirms discussions about building a car with Apple. So as you well know, Project Titan is the Apple iCar. And people were wondering who's actually going to partner with Apple for these. So let's read this. The Korean automaker said Apple is in talks with a number of 4 car companies. So they're still talking, but they are discussing that they are talking. So basically, that's what's happening. Says here that Reuters reported that Project Titan, Apple's self-driving electric car efforts, would produce a vehicle by 2024. And so the rumors is that these are getting straight into the business, and it's likely that Apple will work with other car manufacturers. Hyundai said that with a variety of global automakers, Hyundai Motor might actually be a partner, but nothing has been decided. Apple proposed a deal to the company to develop the car as well as the batteries. Nonetheless, the market already reacted with that rumor that Apple and Hyundai are actually working together. That Apple car announcement was actually a 17% surge on Hyundai Motor. From about trading at 20,000 or 200,000 Korean won, it's now trading 246,000 or about 23%. Let me share to you a few things that are actually being discussed as potential Apple car partners. In Canada, that's also listed in US, also known as Magna International Inc. Let me just read to you why this name actually had a gap up here from 64 to 76. And it's actually potentially, even if the thing about these names is that even if they don't really become an Apple car manufacturer, on their own light, they're already good companies to begin with. I want to share a few things. It's in my Slack channel, which is really available to inner circle members. So I'm gonna read to you the exact news article on MG. So we were saying that you could buy Magna International in Toronto, Canada. Looks like it can go all-time highs, with a possibility to build the Apple cars. Guys, at the end of the day, it is just a possibility. It is not yet confirmed. So even Hyundai, it is not yet confirmed. So why do you think that this Canadian company is being discussed as a potential wager on building the Apple car? Because, guys, Apple has always been interested with actually these cars and has been showing that interest for quite a while now. The world's biggest car parts supplier, generating $40 billion of revenue in 2019 from transmissions, vehicle cameras, mirrors, and seating. This contract manufacturing subsidiary, Magna Steyr, is the really interesting piece. It builds on the niche premium vehicles at a factory in Austria, including the Mercedes G-Class 4x4, the electric Jaguar 1 Pace, and the BMW Z4 sports car. Typically, these companies choose to outsource the work rather than retool or build a new production line because the sales volumes are relatively small. In 2019, Magna assembled almost all the 160,000 vehicles, more than many car makers produce, and generated $6.7 billion from these activities. Together with a joint venture partner as Beijing Automotive Group also added another facility in China, they're actually capable of producing 180,000 vehicles yearly. A North American plant might be next. It is highly possible that Apple is talking to 4 companies and will actually say yes to all 4 of them or say yes to only 1 or 2 of them, right? The thing about this is that people are saying and analysts are saying if Apple is truly serious about building a car, Magna Steyr should build it because Magna's client roster already extends well beyond traditional automakers. For instance, Henry Fisker, Fisker, which went public through a SPAC, already has a manufacturing partnership with Magna. This compares to Apple's Foxconn relationship before, but actually it was a production nightmare before, right? So how could Apple actually address a potential demand if it's not going to work with some OEMs? So people are already saying that Magna is actually a potential Apple partner. So they're actually perhaps talking, but the thing about this is that let's say Apple truly didn't work with them. Take note that Magna is currently in talks with other SPACs. Canoo is in talks with them. BAYIC, which is producing the Arc Fox, that's also them. Other projects include helping Waymo, the Alphabet, Google, integrate the self-driving vehicles, and working with Sony for the futuristic Vision S prototype car. So it's not a secret that almost every non-OEM original equipment manufacturer is interested in realizing its own complete vehicles and is contacting Magna. So in my view, do you need to have some Magna in your portfolio? I do think that this is an interesting company. And therefore, I take a look that the earnings are there. With or without Apple, this is going to go all-time highs. Therefore, $75 all the way to $66 is a buy with a potential move, guys, all the way to about 90, 100, or even a 5 to 3x move. So although we are not as early as the others, maybe some people got it as early as 50 or 40, I do think that the trend is your friend. Hashtag winners win. This is an all-time high move that you don't want to miss out from. There's a lot of news, guys. Let me see. Wait. For some COVID-19 related news, let me read this for you. OGEN, Oragenics Material Transfer Agreement with Adjuvant Technologies for COVID-19 vaccine. Oragenics announced, ticker symbol OGEN, announced entering into a material transfer agreement with Adjuvant Technologies for use of the Adjuvant TQL 1055 and the company's COVID-2 vaccine against COVID-19. This will enhance their immunogenicity. TQL 1055 is a novel, rationally designed semi-synthetic analog with improved attributes including stability and manufacturing efficiency. It has been used in animal studies supporting the US FDA Drug and Board and is expected to be conducted during the first quarter of 2021 with an opportunity for human clinical studies later in 2021. This execution is an important step, and the CEO of Oragenics is saying that this might actually develop into a COVID-2 vaccine. Following our Type B, with the FDA, we are conducting additional preclinical animal testing for inclusion in our IND filing. We are testing this in hamster viral challenge studies, mouse immunogenicity studies, rodent toxicology studies, etc., etc. Biotech is not my expertise. However, in my view, what's happening here is a price action related move. So you could see that the people who got in Oragenics as early as 60 cents, perhaps they were reading up on the potential COVID vaccine. With that announcement, they got the reward that they want. But typically, guys, Usually, even as this goes to as high as $1.80 or $2 tonight, you'd see a lot of selling pressure there. Where do you actually want to buy Origenics, assuming you don't have it and you're interested in that type of a news? You want to see if you can enter somewhere within the 80 cents to the 60 cents zone. So I don't think that it's going to go back to 40 cents. At about 84 cents, let's say you try in. Tonight, it's about 84 cents. If you're buying tonight at 84 cents, you want to actually be selling somewhere in the zone of about $1.19 or even as high as about $1.58. So it's a matter of risk reward, and it's all about exposure. I do not claim to know anything other than seeing the news, but I am aware of charts, and this chart tells me resistance at 120, resistance here at about 160, and definitely, even if it goes as high as about $2, that excitement would be sell here, sell there, with a lot of buyers as well, 84 cents all the way to 60 cents. It's all about risk reward at the end of the day. Hyundai Apple cars, discussed that already. You could see that the billionaires, yes, we're going to discuss the Peter Thiel and Richard Lee has SPAC number 2. So the SPAC number 2 is B-Town 2. And let's take a look at that. Wait up. Disruptive technologies, yes, we've got a lot of disruptive technologies going strongly up. I'll discuss them one by one. Wait up. So Peter Thiel is backing up the second Southeast Asian focus SPAC. Remember, B-Town was Tokopedia, which could be a Gojek partnership. He's looking at a $200 million SPAC in the US, and is taking a look, and people are saying that Bridgetown 2 Holdings is gonna become Traveloka. Take note that Bridgetown 2 is based in Hong Kong. They're offering it at $10 a piece. It will not contain warrants, and it plans to list on the symbol BTN. So BTN. It's not yet here yet. BTN. Yeah, I can't see yet. So find out when it's already listed, guys. But this is Peter Thiel's symbol. And then he says that they would refer to Southeast Asian new economy sectors. These are initial business combination opportunities. And according to a recent report released by Google Temasek, the Southeast Asian internet economy will cross to about $300 billion or a 3x by 2025 from its $100 billion in 2019. With CEOs and CFOs such as directors Daniel Wong, who served as the SVP of Pacific Century Group, chairman, that would be Peter Lee Ka-shing's venture capital group, his house family office, and Matt Dan Zyson, the head of private investments at Thiel Capital. I do believe that these would actually be potentially good SPACs that should actually be in an awesome 10x portfolio, with or without you being an inner circle member. Sorry guys, wait up. All new Tuesdays, 10. So of course, one of the reasons that the market kept going all-time highs was because of a lot of things, guys. Actually, we've had a lot of winners. Shunlei was actually up something in the realm of 80-90% last night. And I'll just show to you the things that really happened, right? So about 3 went to about as high as 5 or 6. Some of us, not all, were actually interested for some crypto exposures, and these were actually the ones that gave that reward. Shunlei was the what gave 100% move. Ebon, of course, is a crypto exposure as well. Bought some at 6. Some people are earlier at about 5. Looks to see, I think that this goes somewhere in the realm of about 10 to 11 in a couple of days. So yesterday was up already about 25%, but looks like it's gonna go higher. I personally don't have IPOE, which is Tramat SPAC hitting $19 last night. This was up something in the realm of about 70-60% because IPOE announced that they're gonna be SoFi. So Tramat SoFi. So I'm gonna just read to you the news. Tramat SPAC is the personal finance company. So let's read first. It's gonna go public in merger with Tramat SPAC, the newest SPAC of Tramat. IPO A, B, C, D, E. This is the E, the 5th SPAC. The fifth SPAC is going to be a fintech, SoFi, going public via merger with IPOE. The deal would reach the fintech at about $8.65 billion, according to the company statement. It has $2.5 billion in cash, 2.4, encompassing $1.2 billion from a confirmed private placement. PIPE is a private investment in a public equity led by Palihapitia. Chamath Palihapitia himself, with participation from Altimeter, Baron Capital Group, BlackRock, Coatu, and others. $805 million in funding from SPAC's balance sheet. Additional funds led by T. Rowe Price. An agreement will be rumored for weeks, taking it public, which is now being led by ex-Twitter COO Anthony Noto. For more than a decade, they've been securing ways to offer and better financial terms for student loans. These offers are loan investment and products such as cash and wealth management tools, moving into the business-to-business realm with an acquisition last April of Galileo. SoFi has raised millions of capital recently around with Qatar, a Doha, Qatar-based PE firm and a sovereign wealth fund, valuing the company at $4.3 billion. Palihapitia has already been credited for kicking off this SPAC craze, also known as the blank check companies, the golden age of venture capital investing. Chamath, Masayoshi Son, Peter Thiel, and so many luminaries are all believers, such as Reid Hoffman. They're all building SPACs, right? So for those who aren't aware who SoFi is, let's go read some of the things within the website straight of SoFi. SoFi is social finance. It is an American online personal finance company, a mobile-first service based in San Francisco, providing a suite of financial products covering mortgages, refinancing, loans, credit cards throughout the mobile app and desktop interfaces. So you could invest, SoFi Money, how it works. Let's take a look at these for the people who aren't aware what SoFi.com does. So new and existing SoFi members get up to $485. It's a way of saying thanks when you save, spend, and borrow with SoFi. Everything you need to get your money right. SoFi Money, SoFi Invest, SoFi credit cards, student loan refinancing, private student loans, personal loans, home loans, SoFi Relay insurance, small business financing. Get your money right. Let's play this for a minute.
Hey you. Yeah, you. I used to be bad with money, but I'm not anymore.
I knew I had to take control of the situation.
I got my money right with SoFi.
I opened a SoFi Money account, and it was the first time that I realized I can be earning interest back on my money. This is amazing.
I just discovered SoFi, and I'm an investor with a diversified portfolio. Who am I?
I searched and found SoFi. I paid off my credit cards and felt the weight come off my shoulders.
SoFi made it so there's no trade-off between my dreams and paying student loans.
It's because of SoFi I was able to acquire my first home.
Wow, this is victory. I did it.
Smash yourself. See if SoFi presents your money right. Smash yourself.
So it says here that with SoFi, it's just so simple. Setting up is fast and easy. Open a cash account, start investing, even track your spending habits in minutes. You may not be a customer, but you are a member. When you sign up for one of our products, meaning you will get access to complimentary financial advice, member events, and top-notch referral programs and more. What you see is what you get, all your finances, all in one app. They've got 1 million members and counting. And as a SoFi member, you'll get access to exclusive benefits that help set you up for success for your money, community, and career at no cost. In a way, SoFi isn't something that I have studied yet, but it has that leadership team and quality that it's actually similar. I mean, it's not too similar. But as you could see, Lemonade, which is actually the disruptor in insurance, and this one is disrupting a lot when it comes to financial. Is it similar? Is SoFi and Square gonna compete? Like, let me see if people actually see them as a competition. Do SoFi and Square have a snowball's chance at owning a bank. So right now, guys, Square is trading already at about something in the realm of what's the market cap already of Square? Square has already gone 20x. The market cap is already 100 billion. And so I can understand why people are just so raving about this Chamat SPAC. The Chamat SPAC here, IPOE. Let me show to you that. I mean, we call these the types of, it was an Awesome 10X member who coined it the boner candle. For those who aren't aware what a boner means, a boner is an erect. So, I mean, do I have to define things for you? Dictionary tells you that a boner is an erection of the penis. So basically, a boner candle for him is something like that. It gives him a boner, a social cap, what happened with SoFi. I mean, I know it's a little bit vulgar, but that bullish green candle tells you that a lot of people are so happy with the SoFi. So what is it about SoFi that we have to learn about and investigate about? So let's see, a little known segment of US financial services, also known as industrial banks, have captured the interest of alternative lenders this year. SoFi and Square have applied for their obscure charter last granted a decade ago. And can they actually be the modern banks that financial savvy millennials and current investors want? So there's actually a lot to investigate here, but the future of fintech banks might primarily rest on companies like Affirm, might rest on the SoFis and the Squares of the world, or even some PaySafes, aka BFT. And so I think that it merits that attention that it is getting. So SoFi, learn more, great rates, great benefits. I won't be able to explain everything about the company, but take a look that people are searching for all of these fintechs, and it's probably something that you want to check out for yourself as you go through your own analysis, no? Okay, there's a lot of companies, some SPACs, SVAC, some good weed names as well. Last night, I'd say, let me just show you a few things hitting on your investing.com. Asian stocks hitting fresh records in hopes of a global recovery. You're seeing a lot of all-time highs happen within many sectors. So crypto exposure stocks like eBond and VHOW, is doing VHOW, which is going to be Bakkt. And then if you want to look at some video game nerds, of course, the nerds are seeing that Flexion Mobile and Cambi is actually hitting all-time high moves. I have to say that NVIDIA, in my view, is still very cheap here at about $530. And definitely the weed names, people are asking. So Novus Capital was also very strong last night. Novus is App Harvest, Origin Agritech, AgTech is doing well as well. You've got 3D printing, guys, hitting boner candles last night. Forgive me for the terms, but I find the Awesome 10X member term a little bit okay. So I'll call bullish candles boner candles if that's what you want me to call them then. So you could see that there was a super boner candle on 3D systems last night. DDD actually hit somewhere in the realm of about, was it like 100% at some point in time? Yeah, because it hit $24. 3D systems, take a look at, okay, so actually like 3D printing, additive manufacturing as a group actually rallied very strongly with individual catalysts. 3D systems sold some assets, a battery subsidiary, got some cash, and then the balance sheet was, as far as I know, I think that was the news. And then Stratasys as well was, actually it was a huge movement on every 3D printing name. Stratasys hit somewhere in the realm of 40%. X1 was hitting in the realm of about, well, actually this was one of the weaker ones. And Desktop Metal, kaboom, rallied to as high as $20 last night. So actually, I wouldn't be surprised if those who are in the zone when it comes to additive manufacturing are holding on to some of their winners, and those who don't have it are actually wondering whether they could enter some of these do we still repeat calling them boner candles, or do I just say the standard bullish green candle? Okay, so it's a bullish green candle for additive manufacturing, guys. And you could see that this is a very clear strength of Desktop Metal. This is a SPAC by Rick Fulop. We have been invested in TRNE. Before it was Desktop Metal, it was called TRNE, Trine Acquisition. I think that these are just validations that we have a strong trend in terms of 3D manufacturing. Desktop Metal and Stratasys are actually working hand in hand. So this is the news for Stratasys. I shared it in my Twitter. For those who aren't in the know, I am at Faces Trader, and this is my profile. You can follow me. You can follow me here on Twitter. I won't bite. Here, so XNet was when Bitcoin runs again. Hashtag, we want to thank our awesome 10X members for spotting out some great wins. Of course, crypto exposures like XNet, Mara, Ebon, BitBit, BTBT, and well, you'll know more if you're a part of Inner Circle. This is actually a very strong breakout as well. New as an EV scooter friendly zone. EVs, electric vehicles are great, but we believe that last mile delivery solutions, not necessarily just cars, are also potentially great names. So actually, when this was trading at about 28 and 29, we were buying some new technologies. This is actually a this is gonna be similar to why we like FUV in the first place, right? So RC Moto also strong up. In fairness, we are a very huge fan of all things electric, no? So you'll see XPEV, Li Auto, New. We're still just holding on to our clean spark. I would say some people are holding on, but some people are also trimming, which isn't a problem. Let's say you trim some below 30 and you're trimming again near 40. Next trim, perhaps 50 if you want to sell further at 30, 40, 50 for an average sell of 40, no? Nothing wrong, especially if your cost was about 9 and 10 anyway. And even for others, our cost was about $7.50. Congrats even further for those who have this. I think some people have this as early as well, I wasn't an earlier 4, no, but we're really here at about 750 to 10. So Awesome 10X was buying 750 to 10. So not too early as others, but not too late. So what else can I share? Yeah, so ESG, I'm so happy that we like to save Mother Earth and we are getting paid massively and rewarded massively for it. ESG, environmental, social governance, is becoming one of the biggest trends, definitely, for Biden administration, the Biden-Harris administration. And so you're seeing that Plug Power, F-Cell, Clean Spark, Nano Dimension, BLDP, Ballard. I don't even have Rene Sola, but I'm so happy for the movement of solar and all the alternative energies as a group. And just holding on to them. Amazements on some 3D printing systems. We are very happy in their farmer, Novs App Harvest. Category SPAC in their farming sustainable food, plant-based greenhouse design. Cost of 11 right now, it's trading at 19. I also, guys, wanted to share, somebody asked me about Kahoot yesterday, and I am a believer. Upon analysis, the Kahoot ecosystem platform, in my view, is indeed a very, very strong company. Is it an awesome 10X company? The answer is yes. It's integrated with your Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Microsoft. In my view, I haven't seen a company that was growing as strong as Zoom Video that is just trading at a mere $5.6 billion. So although Kahoot is trading in Oslo, Norway, I still gave a buy at 115, and we will just buy more at 90 and buy more at 70. Even if we didn't enter as low as others could have entered, we're willing to buy high because we believe that hashtag winners win. Kahoot, upon analysis, is a great company. To learn more of the 1-hour deep dive of Kahoot, you want to go enter our Inner Circle. And this is actually a believer, a must-post portfolio. You can really make money while sleeping. This is the tagline from Miss Awesome 10X. Thank you, Miss Nikki. I bought the stocks when I was just watching your YouTube channel. Look at my portfolio. I'm up 100%, 60%. So I'm so happy that it used to be that I was just a free member in the Awesome 10X community. Now I'm so happy in 2021 that I'm part of the inner circle. I'm an overseas Filipino worker. I'm a nurse, and this is my first tweet for the year 2021. That I just wanted to share that not just that, we have actually a mommy inside our Awesome 10X December student who actually shared her experience that even if she was just within the Awesome 10X inner circle in December, that she was already making some good money. Let me just share a few things. Inside, of course, the Awesome 10X inner circle, you'll learn more. I mean, I can't reveal everything, but here, example. So thank you, Nikki. My port value is growing fast. It's very exciting. And I asked her, what particular names do you find that you like? She said her silver spike warrant is now 80% up. Her star peak is up 60%. That would be a warrant. Her Canadian solar is up 50%. Celsius 46%. Star peak stock 42%. And OAC, which is hims and her SPACs, is up 40%. She already now owns 53 stocks. So there's a lot of things that I could share and uncover for you. But in Awesome 10X system, we do emphasize risk control through diversification and secular trends. So Gerson is asking IPOE, Chamat SPAC. So the answer is, I think it's a yes. But let's try to see an entry lower. For those who have IPOE, the Chamat SPAC, earlier than before the announcement, congratulations, #winners win. Any drops of that IPOE would be an entry point for you to add more shares. ACEV, I haven't studied this, but it's trading at $12 right now. I think that it's actually initial read, I think it's good, but I really haven't deep dived yet. So I can't give my conclusion. Hello from Toronto. Hello from the Manila, Philippines. I have an Apple stock brought during split. It hasn't moved much. I'm planning to sell it and buy another stock. I personally have Microsoft, and from September till January, my Microsoft didn't really rise much compared to my SPACs. Which went something in the realm of 100 to 200%, especially like some SPACs, right? So the thing about diversification is that you have to allocate your blue chips like your Apple, knowing that they're not 10x, but just a 1x move. So 1x maybe in the next 5 years. So it really is a question on how big of your exposure that you have to companies like your Facebooks, your Apples, your Microsofts, your Googles. I mean, it's your FANGs wouldn't outperform an index. They would probably just be fine. They won't 10x if that's the question. What do you think about NIO and Tesla? Well, Tesla, in my view, at $800 is just a winner's win. However, actually, I stopped recommending Tesla until $380. So I was only willing to buy more of Tesla at $380. That was my toleration, $380. We were willing to buy anyway all the way before. Some of us sold at $600. I think even at $800 or $1,000, it's more of a selling zone rather than the buying zone. So example, like CleanSpark, 30, 40, 50. I'm more willing to sell rather than to buy. So, of course, I don't like to buy extended names. That's why I know, yeah. So like for NIO, we gave an entry to buy further at 40. But for those who don't have NIO below 40, I think that it's harder to buy high. You might as well buy, instead of NIO, to just get NIU. NIU, New Technologies, is EV scooter. This is it's there, guys. There are so many SPACs in the electric sector. You don't need to buy Tesla when you can buy. I mean, you could buy something like a Kel. Example, Proterra buses. Kel is a Tesla of buses. At about $12.50 or $12.70, you can still buy these names, and will actually give you a smaller risk and a higher reward rather than just chasing something that has been extended already. Julius asks, how can I avail of your discounted 1-year subscription? Easy. You just go to Awesome 10X. Just pay the 15,800 pesos. You could pay us through PayPal, credit card. You can pay us through all of these bank deposits. And by the way, guys, we are willing to give you a 1 month trial period. If after a month you don't want to continue a 1 year, for the awesome 10x, we will willingly refund that 15,800 minus 2,000 or 13,800 pesos back to you if you feel that after a month that you don't want to continue it for an entire year. What do you think about PIPP? There's a company with a focus on sector of defense, government services, aerospace businesses, led by Biden Associates. Actually, when it comes to Biden beneficiaries, I think that this one is good as well. ECTC, clean transition, arc light clean transition. I have bought this. And then your question is PIPP. Biden beneficiary 10.44, Pine Island. Thanks for the recommendation. Let's try to see this SPAC. Let's read it together. This may be the most important SPAC of the year, PIPP. It's got a lot of Joe Biden ties. And so nice early buying opportunity on this SPAC. Let's see, what does it do? Let's take a look at the Reddits and Pine Island acquisition. Pine Island acquisition S1. So usually I just go through the S1s. I'll go through it with you right now. Let's read the report. Let's take a look as well on the what's gonna be inside. Did they already announce? Pine Island downsized the $200 million acquisition. The target is defense, government service, aerospace. Director John Thane, with director Philip Cooper. So I guess the deal is still ongoing. And it just got listed, right? PIPP, Pine Island Acquisition Corp. Let's take a look at more details if we can find any presentations. Usually they've got a website investor presentation. Form S1 filed. Pine Island acquisition SPAC. SPAC with ties to Biden cabinet sees a surge in Wall Street. Right now, people are just buying because of the Biden. And I think that the fact that people are looking at it tells you that it could be a competition for government contracts for Palantir if it's gonna be in the software-related cybersecurity services. But we'll see. Let's read it. SPAC with ties to Biden, Secretary of State. It's gonna be a Secretary of Defense, so it's probably a defense stock, is it? With unique access and insight to the federal government. Pine Island, first described in a prospectus featuring its direct affiliation with the Pine Island partners. We believe that our access network includes Tony Blinken. So it's more of a political company, isn't it? Ken Griffin already took a 7% ownership stake. Millennium Management already founded by, so you've got already the billionaires actually taking 7.5% at about $10 per share. So you've got a lot of institutional heavy hitters here within this SPAC. That's good. Typically, I like companies with a lot of Biden-related influence. Just like ACTC, actually. ACTC has a lot of Biden influence. The director is actually a Biden cabinet member as well. Beyond Blinkett and Austin, the website lists others who also have ties with the Democrat Party. And they also have, so I think this is a Democrat company stock. So most likely it's going to be related to a defense, or let's read it. Pine Island Acquisition Corp, the summaries, says here that our sponsor is John Thane and Philip Cooper. The idea that a talented group of accomplished, highly respected, long-tenured former government and military officials with a first-class investment team with better access. You've got House Majority Leaders, former U.S. ambassadors. Okay, so our management team is Christine, John Thane, Philip Cooper, Charles Bridge. Our directors are the following ambassadors. Ambassador Capital, Michael Romer, previously served as Chief Compliance Officer for Wells Fargo, Pine Capital Partners team. So your capital partners team are the following, guys. You've got General Lloyd John Austin, retired U.S. Senators Saxby Chambliss, Senators Tom Dash, Senator Byron Dorgan, Lucas Evans, David Horowitz, Clyde Tuggle. Okay, these senators, what are they gonna do inside this SPAC? Competitive strength. So let's read it. We believe that the combined capability of Mr. Thane, Mr. Cooper, Mr. Bridge, and the entire Pine Island Capital Partners, our team can source and execute initial business combination for our stockholders. Buying this is kind of like buying a chamad SPAC. You have to believe that these guys are going to carefully select a very good company inside, and the market opportunity is huge. The defense, so it's going to be advanced electronic sensors. We're going to enhance the defense military readiness. So they're going to find a defense stock, I think. And they're saying that Department of Defense is going to grow in terms of projected obligations in the realms of hundreds of billions of dollars. So that would be the TAM. And they're saying that they would continually promote big data analytics, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and robotics. In a way, I think that this is going to compete with Palantir. So I'm not sure what SPAC, what's going to be inside this SPAC. Anybody here knows? Did anyone try to investigate? Thank you for this low effort post. Yeah, it's a low effort post. Yeah, nobody actually said what exactly is going to be in PIPP. But the point is, it's just $11. It's just $10, $11. Typically, guys, I'll be willing to lose 10% for a potential reward of 100%. So I'm a go for it. Yes, I'm a yes there. Genomics is a huge trend. I agree with that. Genomics, I personally don't have all of these ARK Invest type of genomic names, but they were like rising in the realm of 100% already. Actually, more than 100%. For example, some of us have this CRISPR at about $48, and actually it's now trading at $194. After a 5x move, my opinion is that even if this goes 220, as you could see, I am more on the selling zone rather than on the buying zone. So just let me just give you a story of what I'm doing in my own Awesome 10X portfolio members. We are selling a few of our groups after a huge move. Let's say you sold 160, 190, and 220 for your CRISPR. Even as and I'm gonna give you a few ideas as well. Even if Roku tonight is 380, I'll probably sell further at 400 and 440 if they continue rising. So I was usually a buyer here already at about $80, $100, mostly at $100, but that was where I really accumulated some Roku. So like $300, $400, I'm willing to give it up. Yeah, I'm more of that type of a person, but I would hold some, just very few souvenirs there. So thank you guys for all of your efforts. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I hope you learned something from Awesome 10X. I do want to invite you all inside the Awesome 10X inner circle. We are growing because our testimonials, our members are sharing real results, and hopefully you can be an Awesome 10X testimonial member as well. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.